You just paid your life insurance premiums for 23 months. Never late. You did everything right. Then you die of a heart attack. Your widow files the claim. The insurance company sends back a check. But it is not for the $500,000 you expected. It is a refund of your premiums. They are denying the claim. Why? Because of a clause you have never heard of, the contestability period. And they found one tiny error on your application from 2 years ago. You forgot to mention a doctor's visit for acid reflux. That single omission, completely unrelated to your heart attack, gave them the legal right to void your policy. Your family gets nothing. That is not a horror story. That is the law. And most people have no idea it exists. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what the contestability period is, how insurance companies use it to deny valid claims, and the one simple thing you can do to protect your family. I will break down the 2-year trap, the difference between misrepresentation and fraud, and the specific type of error that can destroy your policy. You will learn the 3 questions you must ask before signing any life insurance application, and the 1 document you need to keep with your will. If you have life insurance, or if you are thinking about buying it, this video could save your family from losing everything. Let me start with the most important date in your life insurance policy. The day you buy the policy is day 1. The contestability period ends exactly 2 years later. During those 2 years, the insurance company has the right to investigate your application for any misrepresentations. If they find an error, even an innocent one, they can void your policy and deny any claim. After 2 years, the policy becomes incontestable. The insurance company cannot deny a claim based on misrepresentations unless they can prove outright fraud. That 2-year window is the most dangerous period for your family. Now here is the pattern interrupt that most people do not know. The insurance company does not need to prove that your misrepresentation caused your death. They just need to prove that you made a mistake on your application. If you forgot to mention a doctor's visit for a minor cold, and then you die in a car accident 2 years later, they can still void your policy. The misrepresentation does not have to be related to your cause of death. The only exception is if the policy has a clause that requires the misrepresentation to be material to the risk. But courts have broadly interpreted material to mean any fact that might have influenced the insurer's decision to issue the policy or set the premium. Forgetting a single medication can be enough. Let me give you a real example. A man in Ohio applied for a $500,000 term life policy. On the application, he said he had never been diagnosed with sleep apnea. He had been diagnosed 2 years earlier, but was not using a CPAP machine because his symptoms were mild. He honestly forgot. 2 years and 1 month after the policy was issued, he died of a heart attack. The insurance company investigated and found the sleep apnea diagnosis. They denied the claim, arguing that sleep apnea was a risk factor for heart disease. They refunded his premiums. His family sued, but the court upheld the denial because the application asked about all diagnosed conditions, and he failed to disclose one. That mistake cost his family $500,000. Now let me give you another example. A woman in Texas bought a life insurance policy. She listed her weight as 140 pounds. At her medical exam, she weighed 145 pounds. The insurance company issued the policy at the standard rate. She died 2 years later from a brain aneurysm. The insurance company denied the claim, arguing that she had misrepresented her weight. Her weight had nothing to do with her aneurysm, but the policy was still within the contestability period. The family hired a lawyer and settled for 50% of the death benefit. They lost $250,000 because of a 5-pound discrepancy. So what is the difference between misrepresentation and fraud? Misrepresentation is an innocent mistake. You honestly believed you were answering correctly. Fraud is a deliberate lie. If you intentionally hide a serious condition like cancer or heart disease, that is fraud. Fraud has no statute of limitations. The insurance company can deny a claim even after the 2-year contestability period if they can prove you intended to deceive them. That is rare, but it happens. Now here is how you protect your family. The answer is brutally simple but rarely followed. Be ruthlessly honest on your application. Do not guess. If you are unsure about a date, a diagnosis, or a medication, look it up. Call your doctor's office. Request your medical records. Spend the extra hour to get it right. If you have a medical condition that you think might affect your rates, disclose it anyway. It is better to be rated up or declined than to have your claim denied later. And if you are declined, shop around. Different insurers have different underwriting guidelines. One company might decline you for a condition that another company will accept. What about the medical exam? Be honest there too. Do not fast for longer than instructed. Do not drink extra water to lower your blood pressure. Do not take a beta blocker before the exam to mask a high heart rate. All of that is fraud. The insurance company can test your blood and urine for masking agents. They will find out. And if they do, your policy is void. Here is a practical tip. Keep a copy of your application. When you fill out the forms, make a photocopy or save a PDF. Keep it with your will and other important documents. If you die within the contestability period, your family will need to know exactly what you disclosed. They can use that to fight any denial. Another tip: update your policy if your health changes. If you are diagnosed with a new condition after your policy is issued, you do not need to tell the insurance company. The underwriting is done at the time of application. But if you apply for additional coverage later, you must disclose everything. So keep your medical records organized. Let me also address the UK and Canada. In the UK, the contestability period is typically 2 years as well. The same rules apply. Misrepresentation can void your policy. In Canada, the period is also 2 years. The concept of materiality is similar. Be honest. Now let me give you the 3 questions you must ask your insurance agent before you sign. Question 1. What is the contestability period for this policy? The answer should be 2 years. If it is longer, ask why. Question 2. What constitutes a material misrepresentation? The agent should explain that any fact that might have influenced the insurer's decision is material. Question 3. If I am unsure about a health question, how should I answer? The agent should tell you to check your medical records or contact your doctor. If the agent says to guess, find a new agent. What should you do if you already have a policy and you realize you made a mistake? Contact the insurance company immediately. Do not wait. Ask them to amend the application. You may have to pay a higher premium, but that is far better than having your claim denied later. If the mistake was innocent, most insurers will allow you to correct it. Let me give you a real-world example of a correction that saved a family. A man in Illinois realized 6 months after buying his policy that he had forgotten to mention a diagnosis of high cholesterol. He called his insurance company. They asked for his medical records. They adjusted his premium upward by $10 per month. He paid the higher premium. 2 years later, he died of a heart attack. The insurance company paid the claim without issue because the correction was made. If he had not corrected it, his family would have received nothing. Now let me talk about the one situation where the contestability period does not apply. Group life insurance through your employer often has no contestability period. You typically only need to be actively at work. But read your certificate. Some group policies do have a contestability period. Do not assume. Let me recap the key takeaways. Number 1. The contestability period is the first 2 years of your policy. During that time, the insurer can void your policy for any misrepresentation on your application. Number 2. Misrepresentation does not have to be intentional. An innocent mistake can cost your family the death benefit. Number 3. The misrepresentation does not have to be related to your cause of death. Any error can void the policy. Number 4. After 2 years, the policy becomes incontestable except for fraud. Number 5. Fraud has no time limit. If you deliberately lie, your claim can be denied even after 2 years. Number 6. The only way to protect your family is to be ruthlessly honest on your application. Check your medical records if you are unsure. Number 7. Keep a copy of your application with your will. Number 8. If you realize you made a mistake, contact the insurance company immediately and correct it. Here is what I want you to do right now. If you have a life insurance policy, pull out the application you signed. Compare it to your medical records. Look for any discrepancies. If you find any, call your insurance company today and correct them. That phone call could save your family hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you are applying for a new policy, take your time. Fill out the application with your medical records in front of you. Do not guess. Your family's future depends on it. If this video helped you understand the contestability period trap, hit the like button. It helps more people protect their families from a hidden danger. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss my next video, which is called The One Clause That Makes Your Life Insurance Policy Worthless. And comment below. Have you ever had to correct a life insurance application? Share your story. I read every comment. Thanks for watching. Now go check your policy. See you in the next one.